This is a Flying Cow production.
Well, hello, and welcome back to Movie Battles, where we take the very best in Disney Pixar movie trivia and we put them head to head. And today I am not here alone. I, of course, am Clay Johnson, the Flying Cow himself, and here with me is the elk, Andrew Kelk. How we doing, Andrew?
Well, we are back, Clay. I could not be doing better because, of course, we are going to enjoy one of the greatest sports movie trivia. You know, I'm a fan of the games, from strategy to just that knowledge that people are able to hold inside. I love being here every single time.
Yeah, it can be rather impressive. And we have, I believe, some impressive players today. We have, making his one-on-one debut, SmashMouth, Tony Heald. We have not seen him since the Elimination Gauntlet. And making his return in only his second match, the Bullet, Brandon Rutledge. These two competitors are, I'm excited to get these two against each other and get this match going.
I am also just over the moon about this, especially because, and we talked about this just a little bit, I have actually seen Tony Heald play before, so this should be fun.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, what do you say we go ahead and bring our competitors in?
Let's do it.
All right. Introducing first, representing no one. With a record, he is making his one-on-one debut. He is SmashMouth, Tony Heald. How we doing, Tony?
Doing grand, aye. It's a lovely Saturday here. We're recording, beautiful weather outside. I'm sat inside in a hoodie.
I mean, what better what better way to celebrate can you have? There you go. Very nice. So how are you feeling? Like I said, this is going to be your first one-on-one match. You debuted in the Elimination Gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
Did pretty well there, but you weren't able to win the group. So now here you are making your one-on-one debut. How are you feeling with this?
It's going to be interesting. I think I bring a lot more experience than Brandon does. So in terms of gameplay and everything like that, so that's going to be interesting. I think Brandon probably knows more about Disney than me, but I think it's one of the things where if he gives me an inch, I'm taking a mile, and I will live rent-free in his head all day long.
All right. All right. Sounds good. Well, what do you say we go ahead and bring your competitor in? And his opponent currently has no affiliation, but he has a record of no wins, one defeat. He is the Bullet, Brandon Rutledge. Brandon, how are we doing, sir?
I'm doing well. I have recovered from that loss against Coho, but I am ready to play. More importantly, I'm here to smash Tony.
All right. Well, I mean, you know, like I said, you only have a defeat on your record, but you did make your debut against Caleb Coho, who we just saw have a #1 contenders match. So, I mean, nothing to sneeze at there. Definitely, looking forward to seeing what you do in this match. Do you have a game plan going into this match today?
I'll say this much. I do have a game plan. I have an idea how I'm gonna go about things, like when it's time for the wheel spin, but I won't say more.
All right. All right. Good to know. Good to know. All right. Well, let us go ahead and bring Tony back in here. All right. And we are going to go ahead and get things started with the reading of the rules for round number 1. In round number 1, 8 questions from random categories will be given to all competitors. Competitors will have 15 seconds to write each answer. Answers in this round must be spoken aloud when revealing your response. All questions in this round are worth 1 point. If either competitor gets a perfect round, they will receive a 1-point bonus question. Competitors also have 3 repeats that they can use at any point throughout the match. So if you want to hear a question again, or you just need a little bit more time, use your repeat. Competitors also have challenges. If you disagree with the ruling of any questions, you can use your challenge. If your challenge is upheld, you will keep your challenge. There is no stealing in this round. All right. Are our competitors ready?
No, I think Brandon needs to turn his TV off. I mean, he's watching a TV show halfway through recording a match. So.
Oh, I guarantee it has nothing to do with Disney.
No, I'm just worried about copyright and like copyright change just for a corner.
All right, Brandon.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right, Andrew, are you ready?
Well, I gotta say, it's the same old Tony Heald I remember. This should be interesting. I'm ready to go.
All right, well then I don't know about you guys, but I feel ready for a movie battle. Action begin. And we will start in round number 1 with question number 1 in the category of early classics and classics. These are, of course, the films of mostly the 30s through the 50s. And your question: what film, based on a fairy tale by Charles Perrault, involves a spinning wheel? Spinning wheel. I've got to say, based on fairy tales, you would have thought that as a kid, I thought spinning wheels were all over the place, in different fairy tales. And like now I realize, no, it's a really outdated technology.
I can go get mine if you want. They're all the rage over here.
4, 3, good to know. 2, 1. All right. And we are going to go ahead and start with Tony. What do we have, sir?
That'll be Sleeping Beauty.
That is correct. And Brandon?
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty. All right. Tied going into question number 2.
All right, guys, let's get to your next question. This will come from the category of the Renaissance, which is mostly, of course, the 90s. In which film will you find the voices of Kevin Kline, Jason Alexander, and Tony Jay? Clay, in regards to your previous question, I was disappointed there weren't more talking mice myself.
Right? It's like these cartoons gave us a certain idea of how reality works. And then, it's like the whole quicksand joke. I'm right there with those people. Like, I thought quicksand was a deal. Apparently not. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, we will go to Tony.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yes,
That
the
is
Hunchback
correct.
of Notre Dame. And Brandon?
The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
All right. Very good.
Not a miss.
All right, so they are 2 and 2 going into question number 3 in the category of the dark times. These are the films of the 2000s. And your question: what year saw the release of Meet the Robinsons? Meet the Robinsons is one of those movies that when I first watched it, I thought it was hilarious. And now the more I watch it, the more I see the holes. I mean, I still enjoy it, but there's definitely some things that are more annoying to me than they were when I first saw it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, Tony.
2006.
2006 is incorrect. Brandon.
Oh, so we're both incorrect. I also said 2006.
That is incorrect. It is 2007 was Meet the Robinsons. All right, so both competitors missing out on that perfect round, but they're still going strong here. 2 points going into the fourth question.
All right, and your fourth question is in the category of Pixar. In which Pixar film will you find Richard Kind and Kevin Spacey playing brothers?
I gotta say, big fan of Richard Kind, especially in the Pixar films. He pops up in a lot of them. I've gotta say, I was rewatching a Pixar film just the other day, and I was like, Richard Kind's in this one too. I did not know that.
A perennial favorite in 5,
Which one were you thinking of?
4,
Just
3, 2, 1, and we will go first to Brandon.
Bug's Life.
A Bug's Life is correct. Did Tony have it?
Bug's Life.
Both on the board.
All right. So, they are currently 3-3 going into question number 5 in the category of hybrid and Muppets. These are, of course, the live action animation combination films and Muppets. And your question: what is the name of the piano playing dog Muppet who serves as a bartender in the Muppet movie? I love the Muppets. I especially love this movie. One of my all-time favorites.
Yep, I was a big fan of Muppets Take Manhattan myself.
There you go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I was afraid you were going to leave me hanging on the Muppets love there for a second, Andrew. All right. So we're going to go to Tony first.
Rolf.
Rolf is correct. And Brandon.
Rolf.
Rolf is correct. All right. Doing great, guys. Going into the 6th question with 4 points each.
All right, and your 6th question will come in the category of decline and wilderness. This is, of course, from the 60s to the 80s. In the film The Rescuers, what is the name of the organization Bernard and Bianca represent? Now, this is a gap in my knowledge. Personally, I don't believe I've ever actually seen The Rescuers.
Have you seen either one of them, the sequel, Rescuers Down Under, or no?
No, I think I might have just missed that. Maybe the wrong age.
Could be. Yeah, I mean, I will say Rescuers Down Under was huge when I was a kid, and The Rescuers was always a favorite of mine. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, Brandon.
Just trying to play that song in my head. Is it the Rescue Aid Society?
Yes, it is. And Tony.
Then you got it.
Right.
Ooh.
So
All right, that's a
with
lead
that,
then for
yep,
Brandon. Yeah.
Brandon takes a 1-point lead, but no fear for Tony. Only 1 point down. 2 questions left in this round. Going into question number 7 in the category of package films. These are, of course, the short collections of the 40s. And your question: which of these package films does not feature Donald Duck? Saludos Amigos, Melody Time, or Make Mine Music? Gonna see how acquainted they are with very obscure films in the package films. I dare say that even the hardiest of Disney fan has very little knowledge of package films.
No, I have not as well loved in this
No.
era.
No, although I have a couple favorite shorts here and there. In 5, 4, 3,
Give us a repeat.
2. All right, first one for Tony. All right, and your question: which of these package films does not feature Donald Duck? Is it Saludos Amigos, Melody Time, or Make Mine Music? Big, some interesting stuff. Donald Duck featured in a lot of these. Donald Duck was actually quite a favorite of Walt Disney's. In fact, I think in some capacities he even favored him over Mickey. He was actually used a lot more in the feature films. Mickey, not nearly as many as Donald or Goofy. In 5.
So
What
it
was
should
the
be
frame
Duck
match?
House.
3, 2, and 1. All right. So we are now going to start with Tony.
Is it Make My Music?
Make Mine Music is correct. Brandon.
I was trying to remember which one had Blame It on the Samba, but the correct answer is Make Mine Music.
Make Mine Music is correct. So Brandon maintaining that 1 point lead, but it is only a 1 point lead going into that final question in round number 1.
And with that question, both showing they are not casual Disney fans. Package films, tough category, as you said. Question number 8, guys, coming at you will be from the CG Revolution, which is the 2010s to the present. Your question: in Encanto, what special ability does Mirabel's cousin Dolores have? This would be fun, being in a family with superpowers, but I'd probably get the lame superpower, right?
Right? Yeah, I know. It's like I'd probably just be really good at making grilled cheese. You know, I'm pretty good at that now. So maybe I do have a superpower. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, and Brandon.
I wasn't sure how to word it, but it's Incredible Hearing.
Incredible Hearing is, I believe, acceptable. Andrew? Oh, sorry, Tony, you have your name up.
Yeah, I did.
Tony.
From the song, She Can Hear a Pin Drop.
Hear a
That-
pin
that
drop.
works.
I believe both of those are definitely acceptable. Super hearing, so that is correct for both competitors, and that means coming out of the round, we have a 1 point lead just maintained by Brandon, 7-6. Pretty good first round performance for both.
Yeah, not bad at all. Tony nipping at Brandon's heels, but Brandon does have that 1 point lead. So let us go ahead and go into round number 2. Let's take a look at those rules. All right, in round number 2, also known as the wheel round, each competitor will spin the wheel up to 2 times. If you do not like your first spin, you can choose to spin again. However, if you land on opponent's choice, you are stuck with it. Competitors will get 4 questions from their category. Questions in this round are worth 2 points. Multiple choice is available. However, if you use it, the value of the question drops to 1 point. Competitors will have 15 seconds to answer each question. Opponents may choose to steal if a competitor gives an incorrect response, repeats, and challenges are still in effect in this round. All right. So, Brandon, as we said, you currently enjoy a 1 point lead, so you get to make the decision. Would you like to spin first, or would you like to defer to Tony?
I will defer.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and bring up the wheel. All right. And Tony, can you see the wheel, sir?
I can indeed.
All right. Then this spin is yours. And you have landed on spinner's choice. So you get your choice. You get your pick.
Okay.
What would you like to choose?
Let's go Muppets.
Going with the Muppets. All right. So, Tony is going to get 4 questions in the category of Muppets. Man after my own heart. And I am going to be reading these questions to you, Tony. All right.
Sounds good.
And your question. First question. The Great Muppet Caper takes place mostly in what big city?
Red Muppet Caper, that's the one over here, I believe, so that'd be London.
London is correct for 2 points, giving Tony a 1-point lead. All right, going into the second question in this round. Who plays Tiny Tim in The Muppet Christmas Carol? And by that, I mean which Muppet?
Oh god, yeah, it's a small frog. I'm trying to remember not to swear because he's talking about Disney. Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice it is. And your options there. Is it A, Scooter, B, Bean Bunny, C, Robin the Frog, or D, Animal?
Well, since I said it was a small frog, I'm gonna go for the bunny. Or C. Let's go for the actual frog.
C, Robin the Frog is correct. Yeah, I knew you were on the precipice there, but you didn't have the first name.
Here's the thing. Why do they call a frog after a bird? Why?
I don't know. All right. So
many names. Colin Graham, Frederick, Francois,
Tony,
the French frog.
Tony currently enjoys a 2-point lead going into his penultimate question in the category of Muppets. In Muppet Treasure Island, what is the name of the little man who supposedly lives in Squire Trelawney's finger?
It's Mr. Bimbo, ain't it?
Mr. Bimbo is correct for 2 points.
I had to go in my head just like,
lead.
am I allowed to say that word on this show?
I mean, it's the name of the character.
I have a new nickname for Brandon.
All right. So we are now going into Tony's final question in this category. What Sesame Street character makes a cameo in the Muppet movie?
It's great since the Sesame Street didn't actually appear in the UK. So I think I know it, but I'm gonna go. Screw it. It's gonna be a character, Big Bird.
Big Bird is correct for a big 2-point swing. So with that, Tony currently takes a 5-point lead, 13-7, or no, sorry, a 6-point lead, 13-7, going into Brandon's round number 2. So Brandon looking to answer back big here. We'll just have to see what he spins. All right, Brandon, can you see the wheel?
Yes, I can.
All right, then, Brandon, this spin is yours. And there it goes, round and round. See what we land on. We have landed on villains. So, Brandon, would you like to keep this category or would you like to spin again?
I will take villains.
Gonna take villains. All right. So Brandon is going to take the category of villains, and he's going to get 4 questions in this category, and these questions will be asked to you by none other than the Elk, Andrew Kelk.
All right, Brandon, looking to answer back after Tony got spinner's choice and put 7 points on the board. We start off with your first question, and that will be: in Frozen, what location is Hans a prince of?
multiple choice.
Quick multiple choice. I can do that for you. Your multiple choice options are A, the Northern Isles, B, Arendelle, C, North Uldra, D, the Southern Isles. Sounds like good vacation spots in here.
Oh my gosh, I'll split between two. I'm gonna say A.
A, the Northern Isles is incorrect. So I will reread the question and the multiple choice options for you, Tony, for the steal. In Frozen, what location is Hans a prince of? A, the Northern Isles, B, Arendelle, C, North Uldra, D, the Southern Isles.
Arendelle, so I think Arendelle.
Arendelle is also incorrect. Probably the other one he was split between. The Southern Isles was the answer we were looking for. Brandon, unfortunate on that one, but you can recover. You have 3 more questions in this round. Question number 2. In Coco, what is the name of the villainous musician who Miguel once idolized?
Oh, what was his last name?
That's the question.
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Your options are A, Juan de la Vega, B, Alfonso Moreno, C, Ernesto de la Cruz, D, Hector Ramon Garcia.
Ernesto de la Cruz.
And that's correct. Good check down. Takes a point in that one. Your third question. What villain's design is said to be partly inspired by actress Tallulah Bankhead?
Multiple choice.
You don't know Tallulah Bankhead?
No.
Rough
she's
round
amazing.
so far. And your multiple choice options. A, Maleficent. B, Lady Tremaine. C, Cruella de Vil. D, Ursula.
I'll go with Cruella de Vil.
That is the correct answer. Cruella de Vil, again, checked down, saves the point. Well handled. Fourth question. Who plays the villain Nikki Holiday in The Great Muppet Caper?
Oh my gosh. This is not a good day for me. Multiple choice.
Once again, going to multiple choice for a final point in this round. Your options are David Niven, B, Charles Grodin, C, Elliot Gould, D, Kevin Kline.
Can I get repeat the options?
You get one repeat of the options, I believe, for free, so let's give you that. That's A, David Niven, B, Charles Grodin, C, Elliot Gould, D, Kevin Kline.
Let's go with the first one that jumped to me. Out of all those, I'll say Elliot Gould.
Elliot Gould is incorrect. For the steal, Tony, your question and multiple choice options. Who plays the villain, Nikki Holiday, in The Great Muppet Caper? A, David Niven, B, Charles Grodin, C, Elliot Gould, D, Kevin Kline.
I'm gonna go with what the board says.
Charles Grodin is the correct answer. A successful steal by Tony, putting another point on the board. And as we come to the end of round number 2, we are closing out with what looks like final score of 14 for Tony to 9 for Brandon. A big 5-point lead.
5-point lead. So Brandon was able to close it a little bit, but not as much as I'm sure he would have liked. So we are going to be going into the final round, round number 3. And let's go ahead and bring up the rules for that round. All right, in round number 3, competitors will pick 3 numbers ranging from 1 to 20 that correspond to 3 random categories. Each competitor will receive 3 questions. Questions in this round are worth 2, 3, and 5 points respectively. Competitors will have 15 seconds to answer each question. There is no stealing or multiple choice in this round. Repeats and challenges are still in effect. All right. So Brandon is currently down by 5. So Tony with the lead gets to choose his 3 numbers first. Tony, what sounds good?
All right. Let's take a look. So no, that's the face card.
I would say that's
5.
5. Okay. 3.
3.
Okay.
And
And
6.
6. All right. 5, 3, and 6. And Brandon.
7, 11, and 16.
7, 11, and 16.
Shout out to Ken Knapsack in that one, I think.
All right. So, like we said, Brandon is currently down by 5 points, which means he is going to have to answer some questions in order to avoid the TKO and send it back to Tony. So, we are going to go ahead and start with Brandon's 2-point question. And Brandon, you chose number 7. And that relates to the category of movie quotes, right? And your question. What Disney animated character will you hear say, "Hey, I'm a street rat, remember? I'll improvise."
Aladdin.
Aladdin is correct for 2 points. All right. So that brings him within 3. So we'll go to your 3-point question. You chose number 11, and that relates to the category of villains. Right back to it.
Time for redemption.
And your question. What is the name of Madame Medusa's henchman in The Rescuers?
Oh my gosh, I can see him too. Man. Yeah, I spoke to soon that redemption.
In 5.
Is it Rufus?
Rufus is incorrect. We were looking for Mr. Snoops. Mr. Snoops.
Oh, where'd I get Rufus from? Oh, well.
Rufus was the name of the cat.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
All right. So that brings us to your 5-point question. Now, if you get this correct, you will have a lead on Tony and you will force him to answer some questions and avoid that TKO. However, if you miss, Tony will win by TKO. All right. And you chose number 16. That relates to the category of movie release dates. Okay. And your question. Though filled with mostly package films, the 1940s were a prolific decade for Disney. What was the only year to not feature a Disney animated release?
$1944.
1944 is correct for a big 5-point pull. So we
Don't know
are
what else happened
going
in the 40s.
to be going.
What would happen in 1944 that stopped him from releasing?
I don't know. But we are going to go ahead and go into Tony is going to now have to answer some questions. Brandon is only up by 2. So Tony can finish this off with his 2 and his 3. We'll just have to see.
Well, Tony, after a liberal use of multiple choice in second round to stay as close as he could and then hitting his 5, you've been thrown back to by Brandon, and you have 3 questions coming your way. You see the score. This can get you 2 points and tie you, but both of the others will win it either way, so just have fun with it. Your 2-point question. The decline and wilderness is your category. And the question is, in 101 Dalmatians, what is the name of Perdita's human and eventual wife of Roger?
What the hell is her name? Is it Vita? Evita?
Your answer is Evita.
Yeah,
and that
go
is
on.
incorrect. You were looking for Anita.
Can I
Very,
can I
very
claim a
close.
challenge because of the accent? I did say Anita. Go on, I got an
You
accent.
can try it, Tony, but I've known you for a while, and I,
I
don't
got an
know about
accent.
the rest.
Evita and Anita so sound similar.
I will
Tony, our
say,
champion is
I-
Australian.
Challenge on the board.
so you missed the tie, but you can still win it outright with this 3-point question.
Honestly, Tony, that question doesn't even matter for you. So from a
I know.
strategic standpoint, I'd say probably keep your challenge.
But it would be funny to have you say that a British accent does not count. Do I want to do this challenge and make your life awkward? Because I know you have to go in 10 minutes. Do I want to do this?
I believe that calls for we will need an official challenge or move on in 5, 4, 3, 2, and Tony continues to be Tony. We will move on to your 3-point question, Tony. For the outright win, you can make this or the next one. Your category is John and Alan. Of course, these are the films of John Ratzenberger and Alan Tudyk. Your question, John Ratzenberger appears with Julia Louis-Dreyfus in how many Pixar films?
Three?
3 is incorrect. We were looking for 2. Very exciting moment as we thought it might be closed out. But we have the 5-point question now, and it's a must make, Tony. If you make this, you will win the match. If you miss, Brandon will take out the victory. Your category, number 6, is the category of early Pixar. And your question is, what child star provides the voice of Sid in Toy Story?
Oh God, I don't have a clue. No, I'm not gonna get it in a million years. I can't, because I don't think he was famous outside of it.
4,
No. Congrats.
2.
Bob Willis.
And your winner, the Bullet, Brandon Rutledge, pulling it out there at the last minute, was able to stay in the lead, avoiding that TKO. Congratulations to Brandon. All right. And wow. I gotta say, a surprising end to that match. Not what probably most people would have expected given the rest of the match, but sometimes it just comes down to the questions that you get in round number 3. Obviously, Tony was hitting on all cylinders until the end there, and then, just got the wrong questions.
It does happen, yeah.
Yeah, but here we are now with a winner and a loser, and they both need interviews. So let's go ahead and go to the post-match interviews.
All right, it's the Elk, and I'm here with Tony Heald. Tony, you
So
had a great
this is the Elk Lodge.
Not quite. It is a different and unique, wonderful thing of its own, Tony. But I do remember the days, and I remember you very well. You're obviously up to your old tricks. It's fun to see. I usually enjoy what you're doing out there. You had a lot of talk, and you had a great, great start off to this matchup. You're holding strong. You make those early points. You get that big round, spinner's choice, right? How were you feeling?
Yeah, I was feeling good. Like round 3 is always a crapshoot, and whatever you get. But it's just like, if I thought about it for a second longer, I probably would have gotten the 3-pointer, and then it's literally a case of I should have just gone, wait, Evita's not an English name. What am I thinking? Choose the other turn name.
A couple of rough misses, but very tough questions in your third round. With the fact that you were still very close in mind, do you perhaps wish you had done anything differently?
Nah, not really. There's not you can really change. Like, it should look at the draw and all that jazz. Literally, it's choosing numbers out of 1 to 20. If anyone puts any thought into that other than here's 3 numbers, they're insane. So it happens. It's now you can do. But yeah, well done, Brandon. He played a good game.
And you've played in 2 matches now, both of them unfortunately netting losses, but you've performed fairly well in a lot of ways. And I think there's still a lot that you could be doing. Who are you looking at in the league? Are you going to be coming back anytime soon, do you think?
Yeah, if anyone wants to square up, I'm happy to play.
Well, Tony, I know that they might have trouble with your movie trivia, and they'll definitely have trouble dealing with your occasionally acerbic attitude. I think that was a good thing you were doing early to get into your opponent's head. Do you think you were too much in that at any point?
Yeah, I think Brandon's gonna. I think because especially with who he played originally and now me, it's like he's learning how to deal with people that will speak absolute cobblers the entire match. So hopefully his next match he plays someone that's quiet. But
Tony,
hey,
you
it's what I
are
do.
a absolutely unique personality. We love to see you on screen because you never do know what you're going to get. And hopefully we'll see you back again soon. An unfortunate loss today for Tony Heald, but he could bounce back. We will get him back in as soon as we can, I'm sure. Brandon, welcome and congratulations to you on what I have to say was a very well played match. I mentioned you had a liberal use of those multiple choices in the second round to come back against Spinner's choice against you, and a very great performance in that round as well by your opponent. And in the final round, you get to close this out. You get 7 points on the board from 5 behind, and that's all you're going to need. How were you feeling going through your third round and through Tony's?
I'm feeling very, very good. I knew like it was nice going into the second round ahead and then having to come so far behind to go ahead and get that victory. I do feel that movie release dates is a strong category for me, despite the fact that I missed such a question in round one, which prevented me from that perfect round. But what can you do?
Well, I think what you can do is you can play a smart game, which I think you did out there, and you can play with the knowledge that you have and never, ever give up, because you proved it today to anybody who's watching. If you're way behind, it does not mean you're out. Until you hear and you're winner, you can still take the victory, which you did today. That's got to feel really good.
It does feel really good. There was definitely obstacles thrown at me. I feel like villains is also a strong category for me, but today it definitely wasn't. But Use multiple choice as much as I could. But yeah, I think I did prove what the obstacles is thrown at me. I can pull out the victory in the end.
And anything you'd like to say to any of the other competitors? Anything you're looking forward to now that you have another win on your record?
Well, I definitely want to start building a winning record because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need that because I know I said it in my last match, but I would love to take on Amanda Van Heil and Nikki Baldwin. But I should probably start building some wins before I get those matches, or Clay can just book it. It's up to him.
Well, you certainly can't get more wins without getting that first one under your belt, and you got that one today, racking up those points, moving up potentially in the rankings. Congratulations, Brandon, on a match well played and a deserved victory.
Thank you.
All right, let's take it back to you, Cow and me.
All right. Well, there you have it. Like I said, great match. Not necessarily the expected result, but that happens sometimes. You get the right questions, you get the wrong questions. It just sometimes it's the luck of the draw there. But I think we have two very strong competitors there. Excited to see what both of them do coming up. Of course, now with Brandon getting his first win, he now will be in line for a qualifying match for the upcoming tournament in a little bit. And Tony's not necessarily out of the running for that yet either. So we will just have to see.
Could potentially see very good things from both of these competitors. And as I said, I enjoy a match like this. You have some big swings. You had some really good rounds from our competitors. And it is so exciting to see someone come back. You go into the third round with a 5-point deficit. If you've watched this sort of content, you're thinking maybe sudden death. You're not thinking you're going to see a comeback like that. So much deserved, as I said, by Brandon. And Tony, always entertaining, always a big personality, and certainly showed a lot of knowledge in a couple of those rounds today. Just had a real rough closeout. That does happen.
Yeah. All right. Well, like I said, excited to see what these two competitors have coming up. And we have a lot coming up, but in order to see it, you got to stay here. You got to stay watching. And of course, Moo.
Mm.